All right, welcome back. So we are down here at High Desert Hobbies picking up the parts Arma sent me back. So let's grab this stuff. Ho ho ho.
Hey, how's it going, bro?
How's it going?
Running good for this. Should be a box. Mr. Mike, can you show that one box that came in from him? We have that. And I have to do all that and stuff.
All the dude, God, that's a big box for just ESC and a couple of things. Oh, it does a lot of packing, huh? God dang. Horizon koozie. A champion hat. An Arma High Desert Hobby Earl Avenue. Looks like a Santa hat. A Spectrum something. Some stickers. Here's a note. I have updated this programmer to the latest. Hope you can use it or pass it to someone. Dustin. Oh, so they did give me a program card. Pretty cool. There, that should be my ESC, my radio. And then I'm assuming there's a letter in there. Let's see what they have to say. Do you did you update your programmer yet?
I think he's in the back.
Ah. What is this? Oh, some signed Arma race car drivers. Sponsored. Pretty cool. That was awfully nice of them. Updating the card and everything. So what I'll probably do is just give that card away on the channel because I updated mine. I just bought one from you guys.
Oh,
that V2 card.
Yes, indeedy.
Because I have the V1, but you can't update it anymore.
Oh, I know? Yeah.
Yeah, and these things, they worked on the Big Rock.
Did they really? Because we just
Yep.
tried one on, oh, it was different, yeah, but same, yeah.
Yep, it's funny. These wouldn't work. You had to update them, but you would plug one of these in, and I could change all the settings. Now you have to follow the sheet that's on the the book.
Yeah, because you got like one inch.
Because what's on here is different.
Still.
But still, it worked. So that's how I did it.
Yeah.
And then that's how I found out that there was an issue. And well, because they added a line. Because what would happen is when I would go full throttle, you know, off a jump, and then I would drop it to neutral to get it to level out. Whenever I would hit neutral, it would jam on the brakes for a second. So in the air, it would nosedive.
Yeah.
And then I'm hitting the trigger trying to get it up, and you're slamming into the ground. So we noticed that there was a glitch that it kept, you know, like tapping the brake. Not like a drag brake, but it would like, every time it went to neutral, it would like nosedive.
The swing's too big.
Even on the ground. Like on the ground, you could watch it go, and all of a sudden you'd let off to neutral, and it would go, oh, and then come back up.
Gosh, yeah. Wow.
So I recorded that, I posted it. I think his name was Jason from Arma, the CEO of Arma. He sent me an email saying, can you send me the radio? Because I was thinking it was a radio issue. So in my video, I programmed the DX5 to it. And I was testing it, and it seemed better. But then it was going from, instead of full trigger, it was going from 3/4 trigger to neutral.
Okay, gotcha.
Because the numbers, you know how they're closer together, they're more sensitive.
Yeah.
So it just changed the position of it. So I ended the video that way. And then I was still out there testing it, and I already knew that it was in the ESC because I changed the receiver, I changed the radio, and it was still doing it. So I put a Max 6 in it, and the problem went away. And I put the old radio back in it.
Right.
So with a Max 6, the old receiver, the old radio, everything was fine. So I knew it was in the ESC,
Right.
and it's not like it was defective.
Right.
It was just something the ESC was telling the motor to do. So
Oh, yeah,
I was like,
neutral is this position, but actually it's
yes.
right here. But in this case, neutral's here.
yes. So,
And
but in
it's
the
not-
program card,
Right.
what they had is they had narrow, normal, and wide for neutral position. And factory, they set it to narrow. So I took the old Hobbywing card and I moved it to wide, thinking, okay, that'll give me a bigger range. Maybe it's seeing it. It didn't change it. And I was like,
Right.
well, it's nothing I can fix on my own.
Right.
So when he sent me that email, I was like, look, I know it's not these parts, and I'll send you the receiver and the radio. I said, but it's in the ESC and it's firmware. So I released that video, and then that's when he's like, a guy named Dustin sent me a call tag, and I shipped everything into him.
Right. When they gave you a new card and everything?
Yeah, they gave me a program card, a hat, and some other stuff.
Well, yeah, which is, and if they take the right steps to fix it, then that's all.
Yeah, and they were very apologetic, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but it's the way that they want to fix it that worries me, because like I told you,
Yeah.
you know, they're telling people to come here.
Right, which is why I'm like, okay, let me make sure I have all my crap.
Yeah,
My this,
so-
I got my this and my that.
If
and
you
my-
want, I can send you in my latest video that I just did. I put the links in the description, everything you need to click on to update.
Oh, okay, there, yes.
So, I mean, I can send you that, and all you
Yeah.
have to do is tap on description, and then all three links are there. So the one to program the card, the one to program the ESC, and the one for the app that you need on your computer to do all this stuff.
Yeah, if you could, yeah, because I've got some, but I just did one for Hobbywing and it didn't take it for some reason. Well, it wouldn't take. I couldn't upgrade the controller. But
Oh, here, let me just send you that link that you need to download, because my son has that. So, let's see, my son,
if you send it to HD Hobbies, I can even
see,
just
it's
write
this.
It. I can even just
It's
write it.
this that you need. That has to be on your computer to update any of these firmware things. So copy, and then I'm going to go write it. So I'll paste it here. Is this an email address?
Yeah.
And then I'm
going
gonna
to
send it.
Okay, she'll see it probably before I do.
Yep. So it says it's
Okay.
sent.
Yeah, because if they're gonna, I have no problem doing it. It's just,
Yes,
it'd
it's
be
just
nice if
what
I had
link.
everything I knew I
And
could.
it's just this Spectrum link.
Okay, yeah.
And then if you go on YouTube and just type in Big Rock ESC update, Arma has 2 videos on how to do it.
Okay. No, I can do it here.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just getting my last, and I was also looking for my Castle link, which I can't find. So there's a 2.
Really?
And my Hotwire.
You know, before I had Castle Link, I used to come in and use your computer and your Castle Link to program my stuff. You guys let me do it.
Oh yeah, and some guy called like, oh yeah, come on down. I said, well, I haven't seen it for a while. Let me find it.
Yes.
And so I'm like,
Scrambling for it. I see all this stuff out here. I'm like, man.
yes. It's like, so I found that. I'm like, okay, I got that. I got the cable. I got about everything.
Yeah, I wish Arma would have reached out to you guys and told the local hobby shops, hey, we're having this thing and we're telling people to come in and see you
They
guys.
should be sending a link from them. Go to our site, hit this thing. This will tell you what to do, what you do.
Yes.
That's really.
Yeah. Now, they did post everything for people to try to do it on their own, but like I said, most people don't have a non-Apple
Yes.
computer. Some people don't.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, most.
And now with
businesses do.
Apple, I know you can run Windows and that on it,
Yeah.
but that opens up a big virus onto your computer. And most Apple users, the whole reason they have Apple is because they don't want to do
And
that.
honestly, the guy just bought it. It's like, just come on down. I mean,
Yeah.
No,
Luckily, you guys don't have any big rocks here.
No, because we're kind of. Well, now they're out.
They're out of stock.
Right.
Yes.
So the.
I know.
I think she waited because she had a problem. Because let's just wait until there's a solution. Because the last thing you want to do is sell one
Yes.
and not have a because this guy was going to do is bust up his car
Yes.
trunk.
Yep.
And then it's like, that's not right.
Yep.
So.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
I can put my car.
I've been calling around because I was going to send one to somebody for Christmas, and I can't find a big rock. So
No, not any color, no way, no.
Nope.
No.
So, but the white is supposed to be released here soon. Now, is the white one going to have the update in it or not? Because remember, they only released the gray or whatever, the one I have, the blackish color one, and the red, right?
That's like an overseas, because these are probably boxed and sealed overseas.
Over there, and they're already programmed, right? So in order, you'd have to get them open each box, and they're just not going to do that.
Occasionally you'll get a situation where they send raw items and they're packaged. Like you'll see printed and packaged in the U.S.
Yep,
but made over, and they do that. They'll send like, here's all the units. You got to put them in your box.
yep,
Because this is like USA box. And
Yep.
put it in the Canada box or whatever.
yep.
But they have such universal. Because like a box like this, if you're you're in Korea,
Yep.
gives you no good.
Well, that's why the Promoto is the reason I bought that V2 card from you.
Right.
And then when I plugged it in, it didn't work. Because I needed to update it.
Oh, what's his face? Just finishes. He thanks you for it.
Oh, his remote?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
That's when I came in and ordered the program cable from you so
Yeah.
that I can upgrade my DX5C and my Rugged. So that was a whole process. And then I bought the program card, had to update that. And then, so I already had all the stuff to do this.
It'd be nice if they just had a site where you just created a software where you could just go there, plug in your bike,
Yep.
car,
And it knows what it
go get a
is.
cup of coffee,
Yep.
and then come back,
And it's
and
fixed.
it'll be done.
Yes.
That would be, because a lot of times you're asking people to ask.
You figure if guys in India could log onto your computer, take all the money out of your bank account,
exactly.
transfer it to theirs,
You should be
that
able to do
Horizon
this.
should be able to do this
There's a
for
lot of people
customers
aren't
that are
gonna know.
suffering.
They're gonna say, "Oh, how
Yes.
much brake force?" You feel like, I don't even know what that is. They're gonna say, "How much drag rate?" Don't know what that is.
Yep.
If you're a new person to this, you have
I know.
no idea what you're doing.
And that's the thing, like,
That's
that's
hard
what
to
I was telling people, and I dropped the video today saying, what do you guys think? Because like me, I have my kid, I have you guys, I can get it done. But I've been in this hobby so long, you know, and I've been running it and running into these problems, and I'm trying to put it out there for the new guy.
Yeah.
But when they're requesting that all these new people have all this stuff that they're not going to have,
Yeah.
it's like, man,
Getting the
what
language to
people are
understand what
so
they're doing.
upset. Yes.
They may not even know what they're asking. They're asking, do this, this, and this. If you don't even know what that is,
Yep.
it's like, I don't even know what that means.
Yep.
They don't even know what ESC means.
Yes.
So first,
Because
put
most
in your
people get ESC and receiver mixed up.
And they don't, ESC, I don't know what that is.
Yep. What is that? Yep.
So I mean, that's how basic they can be.
Yep.
So it's like, you gotta figure out, you know, and most people do.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
But
not always.
not always.
Yeah, guys come in.
And there's so much misinformation on YouTube because, like, if you look at when I ended my video about the controller, that it kind of working, because I was like, maybe it's fixed, and I ended the video that way. Well, then 4 or 5 videos came out saying, yeah, I changed the controller and it fixed the issue. And I'm like, no, it didn't. I already know because I just ended my video there.
Right.
But I still ran that day. I still know what the truth is.
Right.
So to watch these videos pop out saying I changed the receiver and controller and that fixed my issue, I put an AVC receiver in there, I was like, no, you didn't. It doesn't fix the issue.
Right. It might help it, but it doesn't.
It just changed the position of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're jumping the gun. So somebody's going to type in Big Rock nose diving fix, and your video is going to pop up, and they're going to buy those parts, and it's going to be wrong.
Right.
So those videos are on YouTube right now. So I did a video today talking about that, saying, man, I wish you guys would take those videos down because they didn't fix the issue.
Ultimately, no. Yes.
You know? So
Because if it was that easy, they would just.
if it was that easy, Arma would have just sent out a controller. What are those controllers? $10? You know?
Send us this and that.
Yep. This is a Christmas gift.
Oh,
And I was trying to be funny with it,
Yeah.
like, you know, imagine Christmas Day you open it up and have this glitch, and it's slamming on the brake, and you break it
Yep.
because of something you think it's your driving.
You go, oh, it's the 25th. You're not finding a part.
Not that day.
No one, no store I know. So.
Exactly. And they're going to make the changes.
And you're also gonna, you know, as you make products, you're gonna miss things. There's pressure to get it to market. You
Yes.
can only test so much. before
Now
you
that's
die.
Horizon, because Horizon owns Arma.
Oh, yeah.
So where's the pressure coming from? Horizon?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
I've spent money. This needs to be marketed
Yes.
by a certain date. R&D has to stop
On this
at a
date.
certain point.
Yep.
Otherwise, you can.
It's
can
not
R&D
profitable.
to death.
Yes.
You can pull bearings out. How much wears on that? I mean,
Yep.
you can do it forever.
Yes.
And it's like at some point we have to just be done.
Yep. You have to pull the plug and make it profitable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise you can't go.
And Arma, they've been dropping RCs like crazy, you know, all year. They drop, I think, out of all the manufacturers, Arma's always dropped the most RCs.
Oh yeah. The Traxxas has been like this year very slow. They really didn't have anything per se.
Yeah, XRT and what else? The Sledge, I think, but
Yeah.
wasn't the Sledge last year? Yeah, so XRT.
Nothing really here. I shouldn't say
They
that.
made electronics changes.
They did. They had the 2S brushless thing come out. You can.
Yep.
She's back. What happened?
Yeah. How much were you charged to check it? Because the motor is getting hot. So he was using that yesterday for like maybe 4 minutes.
Whatever it needs. Guys, give me a name and number there. I'll take those. So it's right
Let's throw this in the car. So, there we go, guys. Arma sent us a few items out. Very nice of them. It's very cool that, you know, they did something like that. But we'll look at these items more closely when we get on the bench to put all this stuff in there. We'll be back a little bit later. All right, so we are back on the bench with everything Arma sent me, including the letter saying, Earl, if you already have one, send this to somebody that can use it. And it's from Dustin. So he's the guy I've been talking to. So I do have somebody that this is going to go to. So I am going to send that out. And he sent the C cable, like I told you what you'll need, and the cable that goes with the programming card that you normally get. So this is going to go out to somebody I know who needs it, and somebody that's been trying to get one. So I'm going to ship that out to them tomorrow. So appreciate that, Dustin. I definitely do appreciate you guys taking the time to send me this stuff. A Horizon hat, a Champion hat. I don't know what these things are. So they are stockings. Spectrum Sock stockings. So I believe I got 2 of them, which is perfect. So, Arma and Spectrum stockings. So I'm going to use these for my kids. So there we go. Let's get the big rock on the table. Let's get this thing put back together, and then we're going to start plugging in some program cards, because all these goodies are pretty good, but I'm not a part of D's Nuts crew. So I'm just going to always give my honest opinion. And you always got to have a pair of D's Nuts around. So I have my own nuts. I appreciate the free gifts, but I'm going to give them out to other people. But there we go. Let's get the big rock on the counter. All right, got the car on the bench. We're going to go ahead and pop the body off, get the batteries out from today's run. And let's get this swapped over. Go ahead and get the receiver box opened up, and then we'll flip it over and take the ESC completely out. All right. So, receiver cover. Now that the cover's off, we can take our ESC, which is throttle. I put it on top on purpose so that we can unplug it. Now that we got that loose, gotta get the steering servo wire undone, the switch off, And then unplug our motor. Oh, that was the fan adapter. And bring up our motor wires. And then I'll get the bracket off because it's just two-sided tape down. And get all this two-sided tape off the bracket. Bracket's clean. Take our wire, stick it into the holding bracket like this so that we don't pinch it. And I like to get this wire over there first. Now we're going to go ahead and plug in our throttle. Come on. Plug in the throttle. Get it pushed down into the holder. We should be able to put our cover back on now. Battery cable, got to come back over. And then it's going to clip down in this bracket. And then our switch. And then plug in our motor wire. There we go. Everything's installed. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to unplug this. We're going to try plugging in a Hobbywing card. And this is my V2 card. Doesn't have the spring connector on it. We already updated this. I'm going to see if this can read this. I'm going to get a battery pack in it and we'll go from there. Alright, so got a 4S plugged in, got the jumper in just so I have power to it. Gonna go ahead and turn on the remote just so it doesn't go crazy. Let my son update it and we'll see if it reads it. And then we'll power it up. And it says Horizon. Connecting to ESC. ES software, version, profile, and it works. So the update did work. So let's see how many there are. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's it. And then restore default. Number 1 is running mode. Number 2 is drag brake. Number 3 is cutoff voltage. Let me see what the chart says. So number 3 is cutoff, which should be on number 4, and it is. It's on number 4. Number 4 is punch, which should be on level 4, which it is. 5 is max brake, which should be on number 2, and it is. Number 6 is max reverse, should be on number 1, 25%, which it is. Number 7, which is neutral, should be on 1, which is narrow, and it is. Number 8 is motor timing, should be on setting 7, 22.5 degrees, and it is. Number 9, motor rotation, should be set to number 1. And number 10 is BEC voltage, and it is set to 7.4, number 2. So everything that's in the owner's manual is on this, and it's still in here, and everything's to the factory settings like we originally had it, which is good to know. Now the next thing everybody was wondering, does the old Hobbywing card still work, or is it locked out? Let's find out. Let's power it up. And the old Hobbywing card still works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and setting 11. So the old card still works as well. So they didn't lock the ESC or anything of that nature. And it is just a firmware upgrade. So the next thing we need to do is run it and make sure the glitch is gone. And make sure that it still has the power that it had before the firmware upgrade. Because that's something Castle did to us with the original XLX2s, is they gave us an update because they were catching on fire, and they killed the power level. And that's why if you watch any of my old XLX videos, I was showing to put old firmware in to get the 130 mile an hour speeds, 120 mile an hour speeds out of my Traxxas Rustler. Castle literally did a firmware upgrade in their software, and as soon as you plugged it in and put in that new software, every ESC out there was just tearing up the XLX, the original XLX1. So there we go. Tomorrow's video, I'll be running this thing, and we'll see if there's any issues. If there's something you guys want me to test while this is back in here after all the upgrades to it, let me know. And like I said before, my local hobby shop, High Desert Hobbies, Palmdale, California, he's all ready for anybody in there that can't do this fix. If you don't have a computer, the cable, a programming card, and you're in California, you can head up to High Desert Hobbies, and they'll be more than happy to do the update for you. They have the program card that they can use. They have all the cables needed to do this firmware update on your Big Rock, which is awesome for them to do. And you'll see in the video, me and the owner talked about it, and Horizon or Arma, if they just send an email out to all the hobby shops that are Horizon hobby dealers, then, and just make them aware of what's going on, that way at least they're prepared, and they can either get the parts in, or Horizon can send them the parts, or get them the cables, whatever they need to do it for customers that are struggling getting this update done. So there we go. Like I said before, don't let anybody get on your nuts, bust your balls. Just don't let it happen. Go out and get yourself a Mr. Beast, D's Nuts. That's all you need to do. And enjoy the hobby. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully everything goes well with the running video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.